And we're live, another edition of UFO Love, Hari Ram Singh, coast to coast, around this beautiful, joyous flat earth. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. I've got Bluetooth on here, and I'm wondering if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I'm gonna try to do it without my Bluetooth. Oh no. Can you guys hear me? I gotta plug this in. Okay, let me see. All right, is anybody out there? I'm going to put a message in. Hello. Rosie says hello. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Let's give it up for Rosie. I can't hear the sound effects. Let's turn off the Bluetooth here for a second. Let's see. Can't find my
Power off.
Did you hear that? Let's see if it works now. Okay, so I'm going to maybe not do the studio audience effects, and we're coming through okay? We've got a really big show tonight. I'll give you some real sound effects. It's the sound of a zipper on my guitar case. Good. Thank you, Rosie. Loud and clear, Rosie says. Thank you, Rosie. So I'm going to make my own sound effects. Because if I can't hear them, it's no fun. Can you hear the laughter, Rosie? Can you hear that? Studio audience laughter? I'm going to test. Can you hear the studio applause? Oh, they're cheering. Rosie says, yes, I can hear the studio audience. Awesome. Give it up for Rosie. Just going to notify the last people on Facebook that we are live from Rome. Marianne, hope you're listening. And Sherry-Ann, Marianne and Sherry-Ann. Welcome. I think Sherry-Ann is in Mexico, and Marianne is in Florida. So we're all over the planet, all over this beautiful, round, flat Earth, right? Yeah, flat Earth is round, so just chill, and enjoy the miracle of Spreaker.com. Let's give it up for Spreaker. Yeah. Woo! Give the listening audience a few more moments to tune in before we tune in with the Adi Mantra. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I've been drinking a little bit of wine, so bear with me, okay? It's my second last night here in Rome. I'm spending the last 2 nights by the sea in Otavia, in the Mediterranean. Very fortunate grace of God, Guru, and dear friend Valentina, one of my oldest friends on Facebook. Valentina, thank you. This is call and response, by the way. So far, Rosie is the only one who's responded. Anybody else out there listening? If you are, send me a message. Great to hear from you. Come resistance. We have another message. Robert, Satnam, and Valentina. Thank you for tuning in, joining us here. Otavia, the Mediterranean Sea. It's a bittersweet time for me because I'm preparing to depart Roma. It's a beautiful, magical, ancient city. After 2 months here, staying with the lovely, beautiful Uttamjitka. Uttamjitka! It's been a very productive, creative time. We're teaching yoga classes together every Friday evening. It's a beautiful space. Central Rome, a birthing center, natural childbirth center, expatriate runs there, and wow, what a beautiful space. And we've had some just magical nights there. You can see there's a couple of videos, at least one, posted on my Facebook page from that space. The one with Andrea playing cello, chanting Japman Satnam, Sada Satnam. Sherry Ann, thank you. You got the app set up. Great. Welcome. The main reason I do these podcasts, the radio podcasts, as well as the some video podcasts, is to have this live interaction. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And I welcome your feedback, and I do my best to respond. And if you have any requests or questions, I'm more than happy to respond and make this a pleasurable experience for all. So, by tradition, we're going to tune in with the Adi Mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Sitting in a comfortable position, you can rub your hands together. Bring your hands to the heart, prayer position. Receive a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. The Mangalacharan mantra, inhale. An Gure Name, Jugan Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. An Gure Name, Jugan Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. An Gure Name, Jugan Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Receive another deep inhale. Suspend the breath, Mulband, root lock. Yes, it means contracting the anus, sex organs, navel point. Yes, I said the word anus. And slowly exhale, releasing the root lock, Mulband. So we have another message, Robert. We need it, man. Yes. We've got to spread the love. Spread the love. Reuniting with my brother Robert just in a few days in beautiful sunny Florida. All my tribe. I'm really looking forward to reconnecting with the tribe. Going to winter solstice, Lake Wales. Amazing Kundalini Yoga Festival. It's from December 16th through the 23rd, culminating with 3 days of White Tantric Yoga. If you haven't experienced White Tantra Yoga, you have not lived. It is beyond description. You have to experience it to know what I'm talking about. And I've been writing most of my life. I love to write poetry and stories and so on. And storytelling is my craft, in a very real sense. And because of my experience with Kundalini Yoga over the last now almost 25 years, my writing has been inspired and influenced by this that I call tantric rap. Yes. I'm going to give you a sample. You guys want to hear it? Okay, I'm waiting for a response, so I'll have to write it maybe. Do you want to hear some... That was my stomach rumbling. Tantric rap. Okay, I'm just going to wait for a response. Oh, we got a response. Sherry Ann says, sure. Okay. All right, Sherry, then careful what you ask for, okay? It's showtime. Rosie says yes, too. Thank you. It's showtime. The bets are in, I'm going to win. It's a done deal, a steal, a sure thing. Ping! The wicked witch is dead. Let's spread the news. I'll rise from your pews. It's time to fuse the third, fourth, and fifth dimensions. Don't mention fear to me, because I'm bound for eternity. Past is past. The future never will. The thrill is now. Kapow! Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Mother Earth gives out a moan. We're going home, to the promised land. I've seen it, felt it. Martin Luther King is there. Osho too. Bob Marley's rocking the joint with Charlie Parker and Buddy Rich. This party's hot. Steam rising. Kundalini hits of ecstatic nyam. We are one love. Virtual treasure trove of fun. Come on. Don't delay. Release those shackles and turn from the fray. Say yes to life, now to play this day. Come what may. Try it a while. See if it fits your style. You may be surprised with the size of your joy exploding. Pow! Into the heart of right now. No more ostracizing, prejudicing, criticizing, nor compromising. We're here to announce the end of such negative ways. We say no more. Poof, it's gone, long gone, bye-bye. Yes, it's the beginning start a brand new game. And our game has a name. It's unconditional love. Unconditional love. You begin by listening to the cooing of a morning dove. Then you kiss the person closest to you. Mm-hmm. Whisper sweet somethings in their ear. When all their fears have disappeared, you celebrate with song and dance. Your heart swells until love is so intense it expands a 40-mile radius, embracing everyone. The jam continues until the light is so intense that the angels come to our doors, ringing the bells, shouting, "Hallelujah, hallelujah, it is accomplished. Congratulations, people of planet Earth, for you have graduated to your divine rebirth, and the whole universe rejoices in unison." Mm-hmm. What a smashing day. Let us pray and give deep thanks. All love and gratitude be to one and all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Earth, sun, sky, and sea. We are one. Mm-hmm. We are one eternally. Mm-hmm. It's showtime. It's showtime. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Sharon's laughing out loud, I guess. Is that what LOL stands for? Okay, Rosie, I want to. This is kind of a tribute to my dear friend Rosie, because we were driving in beautiful Ireland. Let's give it up for Ireland. We were driving in her Berlingo. It's so funny because I ended up going to Berlin when I was visiting Northern Ireland, and there it was printed right in her car, hidden in plain sight, Berlingo. We were driving one day in this beautiful countryside of Ireland, and this song came through. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Row, row, row your boat. Life is but a dream. Merrily we go, laughing all the way, going with the flow, living for today. Leela, life is but a play. Leela, life is but a play. Gently down the stream, row, row, row your boat. Life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat. Gently down the stream, row, row, row your boat. Life is but a dream. Life ain't what it seems. Leela, life is but a dream. Merrily we go, laughing all the way, going with the flow. life is but a play. Leela, 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 life is but a play. Season there, let's have some fun. This is Sharon. Okay. Fun is my middle name, so you're in the right place. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to keep this radio podcast going as frequently as possible. So tune in when you can. Live is always best. We can interact. If I have a laptop or a desktop, we can also have live interviews. I did one so far. Sat Kirtankar, wonderful Sat Kirtankar. Yes. Check it out. It's all the shows are archived. Listen until we reach our quota, and we'll have to start deleting some shows. And so far I haven't had to, so if you want to go back and check out some of the previous broadcasts, just check it out on podcast on the Spreaker.com/UFOLove radio station, which of course you're already tuned into right now. So. And if you didn't catch the trilogy, I did a 3-part broadcast reading from Yogananda's brilliant autobiography of a yogi. Yes, I won't cue the audience to applaud. Chapter 43, Sri Yukteswar. Brilliant. I felt so inspired and just total bliss sharing that with the audience. So check that out if you haven't already listened. What did Rosie say here? Let's see. She says, yes, and the Berlingo broke down and we were stuck staring at the beautiful Atlantic for 4 hours. Yeah, what a pity. We had to look at the Atlantic Ocean for 4 hours waiting for the tow truck to come and help us. Plenty of time to practice a new song. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you for beautiful memory. Yeah, if you're going to get stuck with a broken car, no better place to do it than on the shore, on the coast of Northern Ireland. Couldn't have picked a better spot. Great memories. Yes, to be near the sea. That's where I'm right now. I'm right. Almost within a stone's throw of the Mediterranean Sea right now. I was there earlier this evening, and definitely going to go down in the morning and take some more photos. In fact, my black and white photo challenge, if you check out on Facebook, today I posted a black and white shot of the Mediterranean. I've got 2 more days left in that challenge, and then in just a couple more days, I'm going to be flying to the other side of the Atlantic in beautiful, sunny Florida. Be spending some time on the Atlantic coast as well as the Gulf Coast, Fort Myers, Sarasota area. I'm super excited about that. Hoping to do some snorkeling. Yes, my original birth date is 7 Pisces, born in the February Pisces. I love the water, and this is one of the strangest things for me. Maybe you can relate in your own way. I love the sea. I love snorkeling, and I've only done it. Are you ready? I can only count, I think, 4 times in my entire life, that I've done snorkeling proper. My entire life. And it just blows my mind every time I think about it, because when I go snorkeling in the sea, it's like going home. And I feel like I'm back in the womb and with my people. I love to follow the fish, and they love to lead me. I can, we communicate. We have this communication. Being a Pisces 7 times, and if you're wearing fins, of course, for snorkeling, then one can move quickly through the water, and the fish will lead me. One fish will lead me to a school of fish, and oh wow, it's just total bliss. So I'm really looking forward to having the opportunity in Florida. Robert says, "Stay strong, Rosie." And Rosie says, "Thank you, Robert." Okay, good. I'm always happy to be a facilitator, to join the tribe, to be a tribal leader, if you will, if I may say so. I met a beautiful yogi here. His name is Guru Shabad Singh. He's one of the originals in the 3HO. Yogi Bhajan, back in the 70s, directed a lot of his students to particular areas, and Guru Shabad Singh was the Gatka guy. Gatka, if you don't know Gatka, wow, you gotta check it out. Remind me, I'll post some videos. It's this ancient martial art of the Sikhs involving sword play, and Guru Shabad Singh is a master. He's also a very wise soul reader, and he looked at me and I told him my numerology. I don't think he needed to know that. And what he told me was that that I'm a leader, and also, of course, leadership is about service too. And that in my previous life I had some difficulties. This is interesting. Didn't come to a most pleasant end, if you know what I'm saying. And this is interesting, right? Because my path and destiny numbers are the same, and they're both about leadership. And so to walk this path requires not only a deep sense of service, but also and humility, but also courage, because leaders often are, hunted even and challenged in all kinds of ways and persecuted, perhaps. Some of my greatest heroes, of course, include people like Nelson Mandela, Biko, Martin Luther King, who I mentioned in the poem. Yeah, give it up. They don't always enjoy various lives. In fact, their lives often end abruptly in that way. So it's another reason why I'm bringing all the tribe together in whatever way possible, so I can have lots of support. Yeah, because I feel it. I have this ability, and I think some of you see that. We're all school of fish, says Sherry-Ann, yes. It could be the fish tribe. I'm also a wolf, so wolves are often attracted to me and vice versa. Dolphins and wolves, for me, are very much interconnected. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Robert. I don't know what you're saying thank you for, but let's have some more music. Yeah, you guys want some music? Well, even if you don't, you're going to get some, okay? Death has also been a theme. The night that Guru Shabad Singh told me about my path as a leader was the night that we were celebrating the life and passing of another veteran, long-time student of Yogi Bhajan, Sadasat Singh, who passed away recently after a long battle with cancer here in Italy. beautiful soul. And I was very blessed and honored to be part of that ceremony here in Rome. So death and deathlessness both have been very strong themes. Yes, I am a 10, Valentina. Good for you. Valentina, you're smart. I have 10 destiny and path. Right? So if your destiny and path numbers are both the same, we can talk more about tantric numerology, perhaps in later shows, maybe when I interview some numerologists. It's a good thing, mostly, I think, because it means that, what my path is now, my soul path, is also what I've been kind of cultivating, working on in previous lifetimes. Like I said, it can work kind of against you, right? Especially if you had kind of some difficulties in previous incarnations. So a call, like the only CD that I've recorded up until now is titled A Call, which means deathlessness. It's interesting. So Valentina is a Guru Shabad student. Very good. So in this piece, Uttam Jitkar and I went to visit the sulfur pool, just north of Rome, a very magical place, where the sulfur comes up from the earth, bubbling from the ground. You can smell it from quite a distance, and it's really interesting. I took some photos. I'm going to post some more because I have a little video. So remind me, anyone who's listening wants to see that. I can post some of these photos. There's a short video I'll post on Facebook if there's interest. Because this song was also inspired at the sulfur pool. It's a call. It's like this. Changing, transforming, rearranging. This world is ever changing. A call, a call. This world is ever changing, transforming, rearranging. This world is ever changing. A call, a call. Satanama, Satanama. Satanama, call, call. Satanama, 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 call, call, call. This world is ever changing, transforming, rearranging. This world is ever changing, call, call. Ever changing, transforming, rearranging. This world is ever changing. A call, a call. Satanama, 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 call, a call. Satanama, Satanama, Satanama. Death and rebirth, a call. Infinite gives us life. Death and rebirth, a call. Satanama, Satanama, Satanama. Satanama, 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 Kola, Kola, Kola. This world is ever changing, transforming, rearranging. This world is ever changing, Kola, Kola. This world is ever changing, transforming, rearranging. This world is ever changing, Satanama, 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 Kola, Kola. Satanama, 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 Kola, Kola, Oh, look, we have a new message. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Robert, bless you, dear brother. I can hardly wait to see you in Florida, dear brother. I've been talking about law of attraction for long. Let's get up to law of attraction. A lot of people have misused it, abused it, misunderstood what it means. So I'm going to give you the lowdown, okay? You guys want to hear it? So don't misuse it yourself, abuse it. You don't want to do that, okay? Trust me. Thank you, Sherry Ann. Law of attraction, all right? Here it is. I was lucky. I had a good teacher years before that stupid book and movie. You know the one I'm talking about. I don't have to tell you when it came out. I was lucky. Here's how one of my earliest teachers described the law of attraction. Simple. Whatever we focus on expands. Period. The end. Right? You know what I'm saying? Let me repeat it, just so you know, as I pour myself a little bit of wine here. Here, listen to this. I love this sound. Hear that? I'm in Rome, okay? Give me a break. Italians know how to make wine, if nothing else. Whatever we focus on expands. Wow. I was lucky because he helped me to understand, not to get confused by the simplicity of this law. He said like this: life is primarily a feeling experience. This is tricky, even more important to understand today, right, with all this technology, the technology that we're using right now to connect with. We can get easily, if we're using computers and smartphones and so on a lot, it's not difficult to get out of the body, out of the sensual. Out of the tangible, kinetic and too much into the mind. Life is not primarily a mental experience. I agree with him completely. And he said this in relation to the law of attraction because if we work the law from this perspective, that life is primarily a feeling experience, tangible, then there's less room for mischief and getting into trouble. Visceral is the word that comes to mind. I love this word, visceral. So, even at the visceral feeling level, we can get confused and misled, right? Because of all the different sensations that can come up in the body, mind. Basically, what he was saying is this: that joyfulness, to cultivate joyfulness, a sense of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. It takes some time for some of us to really cultivate true gratitude, joyfulness, contentment. Because to work the law of attraction is essential. The law, what does it say? Whatever we focus on expands. In other words, if one is in joy, in contentment, the universe, or multiverse, if you will, has no choice but to provide us with more situations, more meetings, circumstances that support our joyfulness, our contentment. Yeah? That's why I often say to people, be careful what you ask for. Because this law, the law of attraction, is relentless. Relentless. 24/7, 25/8, if you will. Whatever we focus on expands. And if we're thinking about something, I want this, I want that, we're in trouble, right? And the flip side of whatever we focus on expands, or careful what you ask for, is, of course, careful what you don't ask for. I don't want this, or I don't want to go there, trying to avoid situations and so on. And not good, right? Because the universe has no choice again but to give us exactly that which we are not asking for. The universe cannot discriminate or distinguish between those two sides of the same coin, right? Which is, whatever we focus on expands. If you're focusing on what you don't want, guess what? That's exactly what the universe is going to give you. So one of the most powerful mantras that I've come across in all of my years goes like this. Are you ready? Okay, I wanted somebody to send me a message right now and ask and respond. Do you want to hear this powerful mantra? Because I want to know that you're ready and you're willing and able to hear this. Okay, I can wait. Yeah, I can wait. Dum-de-dum. Nobody's responding, so I'll have another sip of wine. Anybody responds? Do you want to hear it or not? All right? I mean, we could just stop the show right now. Maybe we'll come back for the next episode. This is good stuff, right? I'm giving this stuff away. Oh, we got a response. Yay. Sherry Ann says, Yes. Okay, give it up for Sherry Ann. Oh, we got another response. Robert says yes with a few extra S's on top of it. And Sherry Ann is ready. Okay. All right. Here we go. I had a song that goes with this, but I have to change the tuning. It doesn't really work so well with the classical guitar. But maybe I'll just do it a cappella. Oh, we got another response. Robert, I want to hear it. You want to hear it? Are you sure you want to hear it? Careful. All right. Just breathe, relax, okay? And here's the thing, right? When we work with affirmations, and some of you probably have worked with affirmations before. Affirmation is prayer, right? A lot of people have. I misunderstood prayer for a long time, even affirmations, right? And thought they were different, and and types of what the hell, man? It's not working for me, So I've got some experience, which means wisdom on this. So listen up, all right? Affirmation is prayer. Is affirmation. If we do it right, if we do it with the right attitude, an attitude of gratitude, and living in the now, understanding the present moment is key, right? It's one of the ways that one of the pitfalls, that we fall down and we get confused and lose faith and so on, discouraged. If we think of anything, we're in trouble. Okay. If we see prayer or affirmation as something that's, that we're planning to get in the future, that we want to bring in sometime in the future, we're in trouble. Yeah? It's all about the now. First, we have to understand this. First and foremost. In other words, affirmation prayer is more of recognition, acknowledgement of what already is, even when it doesn't appear to be. We have to drop that illusion that it isn't, and that it may come, because there is no future in the greater scheme of things. I'm sorry to be the harbinger of good news. The future doesn't exist. Which means we have to cultivate this attitude of gratitude for all that is, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. All right, so you guys still listening? Because I'm gonna lay it on you. Right? For me, one of those powerful affirmations ever contrived by a human being. I'm going to do it in English. That's my mother tongue, for better or worse. It goes like this. Okay, I'll say one more thing, okay, before... Present tense, of course, is key. Which also means to feel it. I already mentioned this. Life is primarily feeling experience. An affirmation, prayer is of no worth, too, if we're not feeling it. If we're not really, imbibing it, and living it, breathing it, feeling it every cell of your being. Mm-hmm. So I was fortunate to have all the theater training, right? Yeah. Make it real. So it goes something like this. You have to breathe and really feel it, really. first word is how. Good word, how. Why is not a good word? I would basically just encourage everyone to just drop that word from your vocabulary entirely. With one exception. Only use why in this context. Why am I here? All right? You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, in terms of the law of attraction. How is, on the other hand, is a very good word. How. Especially if you use it in the right context, in the right way, with the right intention. As in this powerful affirmation goes like this. How does it get any better than this? Give it up. Say it again. You missed it. Here it is again. How does it get any better than this? Question mark. Or exclamation point, again, right? Because this is an affirmation as much as it is a question, perhaps more than a question. It is an affirmation, expression of gratitude. Yeah? Even when things seem to be going completely wrong, everything seems to be collapsing around you, your life seems to be in turmoil and complete chaos. Say it. How does it get any better than this? And don't wait for those moments when things seem to be chaotic and turbulent and all of this. It works equally well in good times, when things seem to be going really well. Everything is falling into place. Even better. How does it get any better than this? Say it like you really mean it. Feel it. Take your time. One of the pitfalls, again, with affirmation / prayer is that, when we repeat them over and over again, it's a fine line, right? Because when I do a lot of mantra yoga, I do kirtan, right? So we repeat mantras, which are prayers, really, over and over again. So repetition can be a powerful ally, but it can also work against us if we're not, again, feeling it, really imbibing it. Then again, it can have kind of a negative effect. It's like I'm repeating this mantra over and over again, nothing's happening. You know what I'm saying? And the flip side, of course, of this powerful mantra, how does it get any better than this, is something that we often hear, consciously or unconsciously. People are saying it right now, all over the planet. It's Poop Story 101. You know what I'm saying? What are they saying? They're saying the opposite. Consciously or unconsciously, people are saying, how does it get any worse than this? Wow. Doesn't feel very good, does it? How does it get any worse than this? Right? And if we remember the law of attraction says what? Yeah. Whatever we focus on expands. If you're asking the universe, how does it get any worse than this? Look out. Right? The universe has no choice. It's going to show you. Oh yeah, you really want to see how it's going to get worse? Okay. And this is where meditation comes in, cultivating neutral mind. Because if we're not focused and clear in the mind, then the subconscious can sabotage our best intentions, efforts, We might be saying the mantra over and over again repeating, how's it getting better? Blah, 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 blah. But unconsciously, the subconscious is sabotaging, saying, "Oh, who are you trying to get?" Right? All that negative shit talk, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, go ahead. I know the truth is suck shit. Poop story 101. Right? Cultivating neutral mind. This is where Kundalini Yoga, Qigong meditation come in. Crystallization of consciousness. So the unconscious is aligned with the conscious, crystallized. Yeah. Sound good? Yeah. No response for a while. Anybody, you guys still listening? It's over an hour. I know it takes a long time to listen to all this new age mumbo jumbo. Here's the song. I'll do a cappella. You can sing along with me. How does it get? How does it get? How does it get any better than this? Any better and better and better than this? Any better and better than... It's even better if you're smiling and you're singing with me. How does it get? How does it get? How does it get any better than this? Any better and better and better than this? Any better and better than this? Thank you, Liz. Let's do it again. How does it get? How does it get? How does it get any better than this? How does it get? How does it get? How does it get any better than this? Any better and better than this? Any better and better than this? Any better and better than... Are you smiling at? Any better and feel it, and better than this? If you don't feel it, you might as well stop, right? How does it get? How does it get? How does it get any better than this? Woo! Life is primarily a feeling experience, right? So if that's true, and I know it's true, don't argue with me, okay? I know all about feeling. Being a I already mentioned the Pisces thing, right? Most sensitive sign in the zodiac. Rosie knows what I'm talking about. To work the law of attraction to your benefit, focus on the feeling. Okay? Whatever we focus on expands. Cultivate joy, true joy. It takes time it's refining some more. Contentment. What does it mean to be truly content, blissful? The corollary of this law is. There are several. Here's one of the most key ones, right? It'll help you understand where I'm going with this. The universe, or multiverse, handles all the details. Yeah. Give it up for the universe. We were taught the opposite. Wow, talk about Poop Story 101. We were taught from childhood that we had to handle all the details. So we had to go to school and learn all the stupid things. Worthless shit. Right? The universe handles the details. In other words, when we are truly focused in our bliss, contentment, watch synchronicity, chance meetings, encounters, everything. Yeah, you could say, call it luck, whatever you want to call it. Things just flow, right? The universe will handle the details. That's the law. To the extent that one is focused in their true bliss, contentment, the universe has no choice but to provide us with all of the circumstances and meetings and support to remain in that blissful contentment. Does that make sense? Yeah, let's give that. And thus we know that if things are not flowing for us, things seem to be collapsing and turmoil and turbulence and all this, then we know that something obviously is out of whack, that it's cause and effect. And the trick then is not to get down on oneself. So, how's it getting worse, right? What happens? You see it's like this downward spiral. Somehow we have to reverse the spiral. Reverse it, and then watch that spiral increase in velocity and tempo and whoosh, wow, waheguru. So let's do some more music. Yeah, this song. I've added some more mantra to this. This is one of my earliest songs. I composed this in 2003. Yeah, give it a 2003. What a great year.
Fear and loathing will destroy you. Yes, they will now. They will end you. So bring forth that which lies within you. The truth will save you. Love will grace you. Fear's a virus plagues the earth now. She is crying. She is dying, and love's a cure for all that ails us. Love is the answer. Give thanks and praise. Well, viruses have a low vibration. They prey on your weakness, thrive in confusion. So sing with us and lift your spirit. Sing from your heart now. Feel God's grace now. No walls between us, no walls at all, no separation, together we stand or fall. us and lift your spirit. Sing from your heart now, feel God's grace now. The time has come to come undone. Love is the answer, we are one. We are one. There's no separation, no walls at all. No separation, together we stand or fall. 'Cause we are one. We are one. We are one. Sing along. We are. Which means we are God. Give it up for one night.
Robert says, worthless school. I couldn't agree with you more, but what a waste of time. The only thing I liked in school, you know what my favorite part of school was? Recess. Skipping off. I love theater. When I had the opportunity to study theater and music and art in school, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And thank you, Rosie, for your compliments. Valentina, bless you, dear sister, and your beautiful daughter, Elena. I hope to meet your son next time. Come to Rome. Thank you, Sherry-Ann. Yeah, we're getting over 75 minutes now, so we're wrapping up. I think we gave you quite a bit to contemplate. I'm sure all of you are well versed to some extent with the law of attraction, and my approach is mathematical. So it's funny. I was just laughing about school, right? I did enjoy mathematics, some of it, not all of it, because I learned something from it, and finite math, to distill and to bring everything down to a common denominator is actually very helpful. But music, music can give us all of that. We don't need to study math directly, you know what I'm saying? So, what I tried to do is to, as a teacher, distill everything that I've learned. So I've dedicated my whole life really to this path, so-called spiritual path, shamanic path, to distill it. This is what I think all great teachers, masters do, distill all of their teachings, everything they've learned from their teachers, so that their students may benefit, and hopefully avoid some of the same pitfalls. This is what I try to do: is simplify. Because I know as I started out on my spiritual path this time around for the thousandth, millionth time, there was a lot of confusion, and it could be like this dark forest. You can't see the forest for the trees, till we take flight, call upon the eagle, the falcon totem, rise above the forest and see the whole forest for the trees. And we start to get some higher perspective and things. It's not so complicated then, it's not so overwhelming, yeah? And so I love to, like Valentina bring Eleanor's beautiful daughter, 3-year-old, I think, said a couple of times, wow, children are the best teachers, you know what I'm saying? Children and dogs. Living in the now, present moment is where it's at, as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to not to make too much noise, because I do have a housemate in the back. I think he's sleeping now because he's a bit older than I am. So sweet gentleman. His name is Sergio. So we'll tune out. Oh, got a message just now. Yes, children. Thank you, Valentina and Robert. So we'll tune out with Long-Time Sun song, right? As we do at the beginning, I'd like to finish the same way, with the hands in prayer position at the heart. Just check the tuning here. Wonky. Robert, by the way, if you can find a really nice classical guitar, that would be awesome. I'm going to leave this one here and just gift it to me for my time here. Jamjit Kaur, give it to Jamjit Kaur. May the long-time sun shine upon all loves around you, and the pure light within guide your way on.
time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Make the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. 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 Inhale deeply. Now again, one more time. I'm going to do 3 more times because Valentine doesn't like the number 2. Deep inhale. Suspend the breath. Feel the immense light that you are, your true essence, expanding, overflowing, love, light, peace, deep peace. Vaheguru. Hold it a little longer and then slowly exhale. Bless you all. Oh, Robert says he has a guitar already. Vaheguru. Thank you, Valentine and Rosie and everyone else who, Sherry Ann, thank you for making this a beautiful experience for me. Love you all. Those are going to be listening in the future. Bless you. Have a beautiful evening, day, wherever you are, what time zone. We'll talk soon. Much love.